P6 best lap is a 126.371. Van Linden is P11. G9 Glad in Omega Curve in his P10 best lap is a 127.739. Leon van Linden in Omega Curve in his P11. G9 Glad is 10th. René Leach is 6th. G9 Glad is P10. René Leach is 6th.
Leon van Linden in Automotor on Sport Curve is 11th.
G9 Glad is P10.
Leon van Linden is 11th.
G9 Glad is 10th.
Mike Maggio is 9th.
The qualification session is at 2022 layout in Hohenstein, Germany. The wind speed is 9 km/h from the north-northeast. Renier Leach from South Africa is third.
Leon van Leenden from South Africa is 11th. Donovan Lau in Saxon Curve is P2.
Gerhard Niemann from South Africa is P1. Gerhard Niemann is up 4.97 in Klein, Kupgerven. Gerhard Niemann is up 4.86 in Gross Kupgo.
Rainier Leach's provisional pole with a 125.463.
James Leach's provisional pole with a 125.083. Gerhard Niemand is up 0.02 in Automotor on Sport Curve. Gerhard Niemand is up 0.07 in Catalan Curve.
Donovan Lau was P5 up 0.77.
Gerhard Niemand in Gross Cup Curve is 9th up 0.17. Gerhard Niemand improved his 4th with a 126.116. 1.033 off pole.
James Leach SNR from South Africa is P6 up 0.12.
Ryer and van der Westhuizen from South Africa is P11 up 0.58.
Ten minutes remaining in the session. Sean Oliver from South Africa in Catalan Curve is P2 up 0.24. Peter Grobler from Lesotho is P11 up 2.92.
Peter Grobler is up 2.67 in Sachsen Curve.
Peter Grobler improved his P10 with a 127.797.
2.714 off pole. Sean Oliver from South Africa in Omega Curve in a 2nd up 0.32. Sean Oliver is up 0.18 in Volkswagen Curve.
Sean Oliver is up 0.16 in Sachsen Curve. Peter Grobler is 10th up 0.55. Peter Grobler improved his P10 with a 127.456.
2.373 off pole. Gerhard Niemand in Omega Curve is P4 up 0.10. Peter Grobler in Omega Curve is P10 up 0.10. Peter Grubler is up 0.14 in Volkswagen Curve.
James Leach SNR is 6th.
James Leach SNR is up 0.24 in Klein Kupkurven. James Leach SNR is up 0.05 in Gross Kupkurve. Ryan van der Westhuizen is 7th, up 0.15. Best lap is a 126.612, 1.529 off pole. René Leach from South Africa is P3, up 0.16. Sean Olivier is P2, up 0.46. Best lap is a 125.402. 319 off pole. René Leach is P3. 5 minutes remaining in the session. René Leach improved his P2 with a 125.319.
0.236 off pole.
Sean Olivier in Saxon Curve is 3rd, up 0.34. Sean Olivier improved his P2 with a 125.135. 0.052 off pole. Peter Grubler in Omega Curven is 10th, up 0.10. Peter Grubler is up 0.17 in Volkswagen Curve. Peter Grubler is up 0.74 in Saxon Curve. Peter Grubler improved his P6 with a 126.539. 1.456 off pole.
Donovan Lau is P5.
Donovan Lau improved his P4 with a 126.041. 0.958 off pole. Donovan Lau is up 0.03 in Omega Curven. James Leach from South Africa in Omega Curven is P1, up 0.17. Donovan Lau in Carthalan Curve is P4, up 0.15.
Sean Olivier in Auto Motor on Sport Curve is P2.
James Leach in Volkswagen Curve is P1, up 0.10. Ryan van der Westhuizen in Gross Cup Gervis P8 up 0.18.
James Leach SNR is P7 up 0.14.
Peter Grobler in Klein Cup Gervin is P6 up 0.33.
G9 Glad from South Africa is P11.
James Leach in Omega Curvin is P1 up 0.16. Best lap is a 125.083. James Leach is up 0.08 in Carthalan Curve. James Leach is up 0.22 in Ralph Waldman Curve. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Peter Grobler in Omega Curvin is 6 up 0.14. Mike Magear from Ireland in Omega Curvin is 10th up 0.13. Best lap is a 127.298. 2.215 off pole.
Sean Olivier in Ralph Waldman Curve is second up 0.24.
Sean Olivier is provisional pole with a 124.960.
Mike Magear in Queckenberg Curve is P10.
Mike Magear improved his P6 with a 126.273. 1.313 off pole. The race session is at 2022 layout in Hohenstein, Germany. The wind speed is 6 km from the northeast.
Sean Olivier is first.
James Leach from South Africa is P2. René Leach from South Africa is P3. Donovan Lau is P4. Gerhard Niemann from South Africa is P5. Mike Magier from Ireland is P6. Peter Grobler from Lesotho is 7th.
15 minutes remaining in the session race start.
Gerhard Niemann is first. Donovan Lau behind is on P2P. Donovan Lau in a mega curve in his 4-7 P2P left. Mike Magier in Klein Cup curve in his 5th.
Mike Magier is on P2P.
René Leach is P6.
Peter Grobler and Ralph Waldman curve is 7th.
Ryron van der Westhuizen from South Africa is 8th. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Mike Magier ahead is on P2P. Gerhard Niemann is P4 0.1 behind Donovan Lau. Gerhard Niemann passed Donovan Lau for P3. Donovan Lau in a mega curve in his 4th 6 P2P left, 0.3 behind Gerhard Niemann.
Peter Grobler is 7-7 P2P left, 0.4 ahead of Ryron van der Westhuizen.
James Leach SNR from South Africa is P9, 0.4 behind Ryron van der Westhuizen. James Leach SNR is on P2P. James Leach SNR is now 8th. Peter Grobler in Saxon curve is P9, 0.4 behind James Leach SNR.
G9 Glad from South Africa is 11th battling Leon van Linden.
G9 Glad past Leon van Linden for P10.
Mike Magier in Omega Curve in his P65 P2P left, 0.2 behind René Leach.
Peter Grobler is 9th, 0.5 behind James Leach SNR. James Leach in Gross Cup Curve is 2nd, 0.5 behind Sean Olivier.
Dieter Grubler and Ralph Wallman curve is P96, P2P left 0.4 behind James Leach SNR. Donovan Lau and Queckenberg curve is P4 0.5 behind James Leach.
Donovan Lau is on P2P.
René Leach is P66, P2P left 0.1 behind Mike Magier. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Ryan van der West, who is in an Omega curve in his P11 zone, P2P left 0.5 behind James Leach SNR. René Leach in Gross Cup curve is 6, 0.3 behind Mike Magier. Ryan van der West, who is in Gross Cup curve on lap 4, is P11, 0.3 behind James Leach SNR. James Leach is P37, P2P left 0.2 behind Gerhard Niemand. James Leach was 0.8 faster last lap.
James Leach passed Gerhard Niemand for P2. Gerhard Niemand in Omega curve in his P36, P2P left 0.5 behind James Leach. Donovan Lau in Claim Cup curve and on lap 5 is 4.5 P2P left 0.5 behind Gerhard Niemand. Gerhard Niemand ahead is on P2P. Mike Magier is P63, P2P left 0.2 behind René Leach.
Mike Magier was 0.7 faster last lap.
Ryan van der West, who is from South Africa, is 11th, 0.5 behind James Leach SNR.
James Leach SNR ahead is on P2P. James Leach SNR is P10 for P2P left 0.4 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen.
Ryan van der Westhuizen was 0.6 faster last lap.
Ryan van der Westhuizen in the Omega curve in his P11 best lap is a 127.352, 1.962 off the fastest lap. Ryan van der Westhuizen passed James Leach SNR for P10.
Ryan van der Westhuizen passed Liam van Linden for P9.
Liam van Linden from South Africa is P11, 0.3 behind James Leach SNR. René Leach is P55, P2P left, 1.2 behind Donovan Lau.
Liam van Linden from South Africa in Automotor and Sport Curve is 10th, 0.5 behind James Leach SNR.
James Leach SNR was 1.2 faster last lap. Rainier Leach is P5 0.5 behind Donovan Lau. Liam van Linden is P10 0.5 behind James Leach SNR. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Ryan van der West, who isn't behind, is on P2P.
Liam van Linden passed James Leach SNR for 9th.
Ryan van der West, who isn't from South Africa, is 10th, 6 P2P left, 0.4 behind Leon van Linden.
Leon van Linden ahead is on P2P.
James Leach SNR behind is on P2P. James Leach SNR is 11th, 2P2P left, 0.5 behind Ryan van der West, who isn't.
Ryan van der West was 2.0 faster last lap.
Ryan van der West, who isn't in Omega Curve, is 10th, 0.5 behind Leon van Linden.
James Leach SNR is P11, 0.4 behind Ryan van der West, who isn't.
Ryan van der West, who isn't, is 10th, 0.4 behind Leon van Linden. Ryan van der West, who isn't, is on P2P.
James Leach SNR is P11, 0.4 behind Ryan van der West, who isn't. Ryan van der West, who isn't, is 10th, 5P2P left, 0.4 ahead of James Leach SNR.
Rainier Leach on lap 9 is 5th, 4P2P left, 0.6 behind Donovan Lau. Ryan van der West, who isn't in Carthon Curve, is 10th, 0.1 behind Leon van Linden. Ryan van der West, who isn't, is now P9. Ryan van der West, who isn't, is on P2P. Mike Magier from Ireland is 6th, 1P2P left, 0.1 behind Rainier Leach. James Leach SNR is 10th, 1P2P left, 0.5 behind Ryan van der West, who isn't. Mike Magier is P6, 0.3 behind Rainier Leach. Heiter Grobler from Lesotho is P7, 3P2P left, 0.5 behind Mike Magier. Mike Magier is P60.3 ahead of Peter Grobler.
René Leach ahead is on P2P.
Mike Magier is on P2P.
Donovan Lau ahead is on P2P.
Peter Grobler on lap 11 is P7, 0.4 behind Mike Magier. Peter Grobler was 0.8 faster last lap.
James Leach in Klein. Cup Girvan is second, 3P, 2P left, 0.4 behind Sean Olivier. René Leach from South Africa in Carthalan Curve is fifth, 2P, 2P left, 0.2 behind Donovan Lau.
René Leach is now fourth. Mike Magier is fifth. Best lap is a 126.319. 975 off the fastest lap.
Peter Grobler is P6, 2P, 2P left, 0.5 behind Mike Magier. René Leach ahead is on P2P. James Leach SNR is P10, 0, P2P left, 0.1 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. James Leach in Omega Curvan is P2, 2P, 2P left, 0.5 behind Sean Olivier. Sean Olivier ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler in Klein. Cup Girvan is P6, 0.4 behind Mike Magier. Peter Grobler is on P2P. James Leach SNR in Omega Curvan is P10, 0.2 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. James Leach behind is on P2P. The leader has just finished the race. Sean Olivier from South Africa finished first. Gerhard Niemann finished P2. James Leach finished third. René Leach finished fourth. Mike Magier finished fifth. Peter Grobler finished P6. Donovan Lau finished P7.
G9 Glad finished P8.
James Leach SNR finished P9. Ryan van der Westhuizen finished P10.
Leon van Linden finished P11.
The race session is a 2022 layout in Hohenstein, Germany. The wind speed is 4 km from the northeast. Mike Magier is first. René Leach from South Africa is P2. James Leach from South Africa is third. Gerhard Niemann from South Africa is P4. Sean Olivier from South Africa is P5. Peter Grobler from Lesotho is 6th.
15 minutes remaining in the session race start.
Gerhard Niemann is P1.
Sean Olivier in Automotor on Sport Curve is 4th.
Gerhard Niemann in Omega Curven is 4th. James Leach in Carthallen Curve is 5th. Donovan Lau in Norcurve is P6. Ryan van der Westhuizen behind is on P2P. Donovan Lau is on P2P. Peter Grobler in Sachsen Curve is 8th.
Ryan van der Westhuizen from South Africa is 8th, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler.
Leon van Linden from South Africa in Automotor on Sport Curve is 10th, 0.3 behind James Leach SNR.
Sean Olivier in Klein Curven on lap 2 is 3rd, 0.3 behind Mike Magier. James Leach is P7, 0.1 behind Peter Grobler. Ryan van der Westhuizen behind is on P2P. James Leach passed Peter Grobler for P6.
Peter Grobler is 7th.
Peter Grobler lost P8 to James Leach SNR. James Leach behind is on P2P. James Leach is 9th. Leon van Linden behind is on P2P. James Leach passed Peter Grobler for 8th. Peter Grobler is P10.
Peter Grobler passed Leon van Linden for P9.
Leon van Linden is P10, 6 P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Grobler.
Leon van Linden passed Peter Grobler for P9.
Peter Grobler is 10th, 0.1 behind Leon van Linden.
Peter Grobler lost 10th to G9 Glad.
James Leach is 7th, 7 P2P left 0.3 behind James Leach SNR. Ryan van der Westerhuizen in Queckenberg curve is P8, 6 P2P left 0.2 behind James Leach. James Leach ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P10, 7 P2P left 0.2 behind G9 Glad.
G9 Glad was 1.6 faster last lap.
Peter Grobler lost P10 to Leon van Leenden.
Peter Grobler passed Leon van Leenden for 10th, 10 minutes remaining in the session.
Peter Grobler lost P10 to Leon van Leenden. Sean Olivier in Noah curve is P2 best lap is a 125.404.
Sean Olivier is on P2P.
Gerhard Niemand is 4.5 P2P left 0.1 behind Mike Magier. Gerhard Niemand passed Mike Magier for P3. Mike Magier behind is on P2P. Gerhard Niemand is on P2P. Mike Magier from Ireland is P4 0.4 behind Gerhard Niemand.
Leon van Leenden in Automotor on Sport curve is P11, 4 P2P left 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Sean Olivier in Cathallen curve is second, 6 P2P left 0.2 behind Renier Leach. Peter Grobler is 10th, 6 P2P left 0.5 behind G9 Glad. Leon van Leenden behind is on P2P. Sean Olivier in Queckenberg curve is second, 0.4 behind Renier Leach. Renier Leach ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler in Queckenberg curve on lap 5 is P10, 0.5 behind G9 Glad.
G9 Glad ahead is on P2P.
Sean Olivier in Omega Curvin is second, 0.2 behind Renier Leach.
Sean Olivier passed Renier Leach for P1. Sean Olivier is on P2P.
Renier Leach is P2, 5 P2P left 0.4 behind Sean Olivier.
Peter Grobler is P10 0.3 behind G9 Glad.
Peter Grobler is now 9th.
Renier Leach is P2 0.5 behind Sean Olivier. Renier Leach is on P2P.
Peter Grobler is 9th, 0.2 behind G9 Glad.
Peter Grobler is on P2P.
G9 Glad from South Africa on lap 7 is P9, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler.
Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. René Leach is P2. Five minutes remaining in the session. René Leach is on P2P.
G9 Glad is P9.
G9 Glad is on P2P.
James Leach in Automotor on Sport Curve is 6.5 P2P left, 0.5 behind Donovan Lau. Peter Grobler in Claim, Cup Gervin is 8.4 P2P left, 0.7 behind James Leach SNR. James Leach SNR from South Africa is P8, 0.1 behind Peter Grobler.
James Leach SNR lost P8 to G9 Glad.
René Leach in Automotor on Sport Curve is P23 P2P left, 1.1 behind Sean Olivier.
James Leach SNR in Omega Curvin is 9th, 2P left, 1.1 behind G9 Glad. G9 Glad was 3.5 faster last lap. James Leach is 5th, 4P, 2P left, 1.0 behind Mike Magier.
Mike Magier ahead is on P2P.
James Leach SNR in Queckenberg Curve is P9, 1.3 behind G9 Glad. G9 Glad ahead is on P2P.
Mike Magier from Ireland is 5th, 2P, 2P left, 0.6 behind James Leach. James Leach was 1.0 faster last lap.
G9 Glad is P8, 2P, 2P left, 1.5 behind Peter Grobler. G9 Glad is on P2P.
Mike Magier in Auto Motor on Sport Curve is 5th 1P2P left, 1.3 behind James Leach.
Mike Magier is on P2P. G9 Glad in Klein. Cup Gervin is 8th 1P2P left, 1.1 behind Peter Grobler.
Gerhard Niemann in Queckenberg Curve on lap 11 is 3rd 0P2P left, 1.3 behind Rainier Leach. Rainier Leach ahead is on P2P. Sean Olivier in Omega Curve in his first 3P2P left, 1.7 ahead of Rainier Leach. Rainier Leach is P20, P2P left 0.5 behind Sean Olivier. Rainier Leach is now first. James Leach in Norcurve is P42, P2P left 0.5 behind Sean Olivier. The leader has just finished the race. Rainier Leach finished first.
Gerhard Niemann finished second.
James Leach finished third.
Sean Olivier finished P4.
Mike Magier finished P5.
Donovan Lau finished P6.
Peter Grobler finished P7. G9 Glad finished 8th.
James Leach SNR finished P9.
Liam Van Leenen finished P10.
Ryan van der Westhuizen finished 11th.